A Life in Stitches, Knitting My Way Through Love, Loss, and Laughter, 10th Anniversary Edition. Written by Rachael Herron and narrated by Rachael Herron. Introduction. Welcome to the 10th Anniversary Edition of this book. If you read the first edition of this and want to read only the new stuff, I'll cut to the chase and tell you it's at the end. But even if you've read this before, it might stand up to a reread. I'm a better writer than I was 10 years ago, so I took some time to go back through these essays and make them tighter and stronger. I've removed some of the pilling, and I've darned the weak spots. Back when this was released, it was my third published book, but now I've written and published more than 24. I'm a full-time writer now. I wasn't when this was first written. My life looks different now, and it's about to get really different, as at the time of this writing, we're just weeks away from moving around the world to New Zealand. Time is tricky, isn't it? It feels like only a few moments have passed since the first edition came out, but then again, how do I measure time? People measure their lives by many things. Some measure their days by how many races they've run. Some mark turning points by the songs they've loved. T.S. Eliot's Prufrock measured out his life in coffee spoons. And others, when attaching meaning to incidents, look at when the children came, or when their parents got sick, or which house they were living in at the time. My life can be measured in lengths of yarn. What kind of fiber I held at what time. Always, as far back as I can remember, I've had a knitting project somewhere close by, and no matter what emotion I'm feeling, I put some of it into the stitches I make. Grief translates into tighter stitches, more likely to stand up to heavy wear, while happiness makes my knitting a looser gauge. It's more likely to pill later, but I think pills show character. Luckily, more of my knitting is the happy, pilly kind. I'm a memoirist with a shabby memory. Luckily, I have a mnemonic system. I fold and stack my knitted sweaters in 2 tall white bookcases, and as I run my eye down the colors, I can remember where I was when I made each sweater. That orange sweater I made with yarn I carried home from Belgium, 10 skeins I stuffed into an already overstuffed suitcase, only to find that the exact yarn was available at my local yarn store in Oakland. The yarn still felt exotic to knit, and as I worked the cables, I remembered the way the afternoon light fell into a tree-lined square as I sat by myself eating frites, drinking a dark amber Belgian beer.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?